A good day to everyone joining this session. Uh, the reason for holding this session was to clarify some emails and questions that I received from parents and students for of 8th, ninth, and 10th standard students at Jivana School. Hopefully, you should be able to clarify uh, whatever questions you had. If you have more questions, feel free to email me at sham at the interviewportal.com. The email is also listed on the website. So I'm going to quickly go into the details of the session that we are going to conduct for 8th, ninth, and 10th standard students. First question is why career guidance for 8th standard students, right? We realized that just before we explain the reason, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. My name is Shyam Krishnamurthy, and I run a platform called the Interview Portal. Let me share the screen with you to show the website that we have. uh, Share. And so this is the website that we have. It's called the interviewportal.com. um, Through this platform, we have interviewed several professionals who have been pursuing a range of diverse careers from science, research, economics, design, entertainment and media, sports, public policy. So, the basic idea behind our platform is that we want to talk to more and more people who have pursued very unique careers different from engineering, medical, or CA and made a success of it. So because we've interviewed almost 700 such professionals, and because we have interviewed so many professionals, we understand their approach, their thought process, and how they made a success of their career. So as you can see here, right, you have so many different careers and they've all been categorized. I've selected the area chemistry, but let me first go to our website itself, theinterviewportal.com. So now, as you can see, this is our main page, and you see that so many interviews we have here, and all these interviews are actually categorized also by the subject, by the work they're doing in materials. So basically, if you click on that subject, chemistry, it will actually take you to all the interviews related to chemistry. So you can actually see what kind of work these professionals are doing in chemistry. And on the right side, we actually have these school subject listed as categories. So here you see subjects. You have aerodynamics, anthropology, biology, chemistry, computers, economics, English literature, geography, law, mathematics. If you click mathematics, you can actually see all the careers in mathematics, applied mathematics. So now coming back to the question of why are these interviews important for students as young as in eighth standard, right? According to us, eighth standard is what we call the evolving phase, right? That is when students start becoming older, more serious, and their interests start evolving. That's when they start discovering what subjects they like, what are their interests. So someone may like chemistry, someone may like physics, someone may be good at maths, someone may like geography, right? But the biggest question is, what do I do with these subjects? Because what happens ultimately is after 10th standard, you are forced to choose between three streams: PCB, PCM, or commerce, right? And no, there's no geography, there's no design. So what happens to students who had certain interest in geography or in chemistry? So idea is, before they come to the phase where they have to choose the streams, they need to have all the information about what they want, what they like, right? So imagine a student in ninth standard who started liking chemistry, and we show them these careers in chemistry. One of them is food science. So they immediately start building that connect between chemistry and food. Oh, if I'm good in chemistry, I can become a food scientist, as because this is an interview of a food scientist who studied chemistry because they liked chemistry and became a scientist. So I don't want to do engineering, I want to become a food scientist. So what should I do to go there? So now they, when they have to choose their stream, and even if they choose science, they decide they don't want to get into engineering, but they want to actually choose the path to become a scientist. Similarly, you have a a student who's very good in design, very creative, very good in sketching and drawing, and she reads an interview of a commerce student who studied commerce and then joined National Institute of Design to actually pursue a career in product design. So then she realizes that she doesn't need to choose science to become a designer, so she actually chooses commerce. Third is an example of another student who loves biology but didn't want to become a doctor. So they select biology, but then they don't take NEET, but they decide to become a researcher, do their PhD. So they study biotechnology and then do a PhD in neuroscience and then become a neuroscientist. So as you can see, these are three different career paths of three different students with varied interests. And one example I'll give you is of geography. Geography is a subject that of which very little is known, because it's covered in 8th, 9th and 10th, and it vanishes in 11th and 12th, right? But geography has the most relevance today. Geography is related to remote sensing, satellite based remote sensing. Today, we have witnessed so many floods, so many natural disasters, so many earthquakes, so many floods in Chennai, Bangalore, earthquakes in Indonesia. Now, remote sensing is the technology that is uses data from satellites to actually predict what is going to happen in the future. You have scientists who have specialized in geographical information systems or geoinformatics, who actually work for companies or private sector or even government sector to understand how these natural calamities occur, how to prevent them in the future. That is based on geography. So many students have interest in geography, but they don't know what to do with it. So the purpose of this platform is to create a mapping, create a connect between your school subjects and the career that you want to eventually pursue, right? So idea is we interview these professionals, and we take all this knowledge that we got from these interviews to work with students. And because we realize these are 8th, 9th and 10th standard students, we'll make it more interactive, we'll show more videos. But the idea is to make them prepared so that by the time they reach 10th, they know what streams they want to select and what subjects based on which they want to pursue their career. And one more very important thing here is that for science students, everyone thinks that if you choose science, you have to become an engineer or you have to become a doctor, right? We will also show careers that where many students want to take up science stream because they like science, not essentially because they want to do engineering. So we'll also show them careers that involve science but are not related to engineering and medical. And for example, a student is interested in physics and wants to build a career in physics. We have a lot of careers in physics here. So if you can see here, you go down and you select physics here. And as you can see, you have medical devices, automotive brakes, data science. So we will show these many of these students, many of these professionals did not do engineering, right? So these are the kind of information we will share with students who are basically not interested in engineering but interested in science, right? So I hopefully I have clarified the questions you had on these sessions for 8th, 9th and 10th standard students. As I said before, if you have additional questions, you can reach out to me, and I hope that you will be able to get value from this session. And I also wanted to reiterate that even though this session is 2 hours, I will always be open to students who are really interested in taking up careers other than these typical careers. And if they want any help, they can reach out to me either on email or through phone or even in a face-to-face meeting. All right. Thank you.